Welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Cleveland Browns and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Lawrence looking to pass on the first play. Swinging this out for Pollard. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Second down at 5.
Look at me. Go.
ETN up the middle, and he'll get a couple up to the 29.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Lawrence to throw. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10. Right at the 30. Off of play action, it's Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Steps away to his left. Oh, fires this one downfield for Chubb. And got his man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You say, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, stand on!
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It was Jacob Phillips who was able to bring him down. The Jaguars at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you talk about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
From the 38, Lawrence. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
After the interception, here's Watson. And his throw is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Watson now to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Jalen Smith drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up fourth down. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And this will be a Jaguars first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A very solid gain of 27.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch. Especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It certainly took too long to set up play action. That gave the pass rush time to get home for its first sack of the game. For their sake, they may start to think about the quick game and leave play action alone for a little while.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. They go play action with Lawrence. He'll let one go deep for Howard. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. O.J. Howard, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from evening this one up. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found a soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Browns drive about to get started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And again, it's Chubb. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
3rd and 2, Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A gain there of 21 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now left side on the swing pass.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Yeah, the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
To the air yet again, Watson. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. If you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry. Oh my, that's a heck of a tackle right there on 3rd down because they had to swing it out to the back and hope that he could make a play. But let's face it, in order for him to be there and be in that position, in order to make that play, he had to read his keys and not be fooled. Excellent job in the open field.
Running for it, here's Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Pollard to return from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down.
Now Lawrence.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now Lawrence on first down. They're looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted.
Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Ball at the 33, second and 9.
Now it's Watson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is fielded at the 27. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with great starting field position and 1 timeout in their pocket, they can still come away with points here in the late going. They'll start on the ground, Etienne. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41.
Greedy Williams on the stop.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
On play action, Lawrence.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
To throw again is Lawrence.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. The Browns drive about to get started.
This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Andre Cisco, and the Jags are going to take possession of the football.
Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Greedy Williams picks it off.
And the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. But their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got two. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they've got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
To throw again on second down. Watson, and he comes back with one complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They'll run for it. Chubb, and he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But these are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Lawrence will throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Hey, box up.
Now Lawrence going for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Andy Isabella, 28 yards. And the Jaguars are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The Browns drive about to get started. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Watson. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A big play that time for Cleveland. 48 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Again, it's Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown as they have taken the lead. And when the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. This is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Lawrence. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught inside the 25.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
Touchdown!
Travis Etienne
from 8 yards out.
And the Jaguars are an extra point away from drawing level. The extra point up and good by Garibay.
And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. The Browns drive about to get started. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. It appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end.
And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he's got it. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Now receiver in motion left. They'll run with Chubb, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Off of play action, it's Watson. Out to his left. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Browns answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. York now for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Makes the score Browns 28, Jaguars 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Grant Delpin. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard to gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here. And some room to roam now. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Browns add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
35, Jaguars 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Pollard to return from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Tony Pollard on the return. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Come on, set. Go, go.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, 53 yards.
And the Jags have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Up the middle, it's Chubb.
He'll get this up to about the 44.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Chubb on the counter, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And that will be incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Lawrence. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Throwing now, Lawrence. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down.
Hey, Haywood! Quickly, grab it! Hey, hold it!
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Chubb running right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have the meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape. And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen, but you say 3 rushing touchdowns, and of course throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Now ETN to start the drive. And he's going to have a first down as he's out of bounds to stop the clock with just under 20 seconds to go.
They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now Lawrence.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, exit. Hey, let's go.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And able to find Kirk complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Come on, set. Hey, 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 hey.
final shot now for Lawrence.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Browns, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals.